Day 22, he was biting chunks out of the door.
Biting
Viewers
chunks?
thought he lost his mind.
What's going on, Crashers? It's your boy Crash, and welcome back to another reaction videos. How the fuck has everybody been? I've been good. Sorry for the late upload. I've been super busy with work. But today we're going to be reacting to streamers willing to do anything for views. Now, that is an insane title. I don't think I'll do anything for views, to be honest. But as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, don't forget to comment, and definitely push the notification button so you get my videos as soon as possible. Let's get into this.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
Not sleeping?
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there.
But just please don't do what I did. Just please. Don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
Some streamers don't care about rules. They don't care if they put themselves in danger. They just want people to watch. Today, we're looking at streamers willing to do anything for views. Normie. Normie became famous for suffering on camera. He would put himself through extreme challenges. Then he would live stream the experience for everyone to see. In 2024, Normie made an announcement. He was going to stay awake for 12 days straight. He wanted to set a new world record. He called it Staying Awake for 12 Days World Record Live. But the challenge didn't make sense because this record didn't exist anymore. In 1997, Guinness banned all world records for staying awake. Why? Because it was deadly. Scientific studies suggest that even small amounts of missed sleep can negatively impact our mental and physical health. Other people tried breaking the staying awake record before.
Dude, we all know that like sleeping and you only get like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, you either wake up feeling like straight crap or you have like the most energy ever. It's like weird as hell. But literally streaming for 12 hours straight, staying up, and you're not even gonna beat a world record is like not worth it, bro. Like holy crap, nah, it's not worth it.
Most of them ended up with health problems that lasted 10 years.
No shit.
In Normie's case, the record wouldn't count even if he pulled it off. But he didn't care. Normie set up his stream on YouTube. The goal was to go 12 days without sleeping a wink. The world was watching. At first, the stream was fun. Normie was feeling good.
World record! Oi! Oi! World record!
But as days passed, the tiredness started to show. His speech slowed. He stared off into space. He was even hallucinating. Viewers begged him to abandon the challenge for his own safety. Some tried to find out where he was so they could send medical help.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
Dude, when you're already reaching a point of like drifting off into a different world, you know it's bad. Like I know everybody has had that moment where they just did not have enough sleep and like, bro, it's like you black out completely and you're like in a whole different world. It feels like time went by so fast. And it's like your mind is just so cooked because it needs that sleep for real.
Eventually, YouTube started to get worried.
Him to
they didn't want Normie having a medical emergency on their site, so YouTube shut down the stream.
Damn.
At that point, Normie had already stayed awake for 250 hours. He only had 12 more hours to go. He refused to quit, so Normie set up a new live stream on Kick. Most people think Kick allows more freedom than YouTube, but even Kick thought Normie's stream was too risky, so Kick shut it down. Then they banned Normie so he couldn't start again. But he refused to give up. Normie moved to another platform, Rumble. At that point, he was barely hanging on. His brother kept him awake by splashing water on him and forcing him to stand, but somehow he made it. He stayed awake for 264 hours and 56 minutes. He beat the world record. After that, Normie slept for 38 hours straight. And surprisingly, he didn't
38 hours of sleep, bro. First you get banned on YouTube, Kick, and it was Rumbles, like the last one you could do because it's them trying to protect you. Holy shit. And then sleeping for what, 30 to 38 hours, bro? Oh my god, that is so dangerous.
Didn't seem to have any serious health problems.
You're
Clips
lucky.
from the stream, it went viral. Normie's name, it was everywhere. And Normie took it up a notch. 2 months later, Normie started something new. He was going to spend 30 days in complete darkness. And of course, he streamed the whole thing live. The room he stayed in was pitch black. The only reason viewers could see anything was because of an infrared camera. The room had nothing but a mattress and basic supplies. But the longer he stayed in the dark, the creepier things got. He started talking to the camera, trying to guess how many days had passed. By day
Bro, you know everybody's been at that point where they've like been in the dark so long, they just start seeing shit. Start seeing like shadows and stuff and like orbs and shit. You start to like low-key go crazy a bit. You start freaking the hell out because you seeing stuff, bro. Ugh, I can never just be in the dark for hours on end.
Day 22, he was biting chunks out of the door.
Biting
Viewers
chunks?
thought he lost his mind. Finally, it was day 30.
Bro's cooked.
Normie's friends pulled him out of the dark room. The audience watched as he saw light for the first time in...
Dude, I don't think you should ever, after spending hours and hours in the dark, ever just go outside and just let it freaking rip, bro. That shit must have hurt so much.
30 days.
Look at the sun.
Why would he look at the sun?
Normie did it all for views.
That's crazy.
And it worked. Today, he has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's still doing crazy challenges. Imagine spending 5 years in jail because of a live stream. That's what almost happened to our next streamer.
Hold up. We just got to go back to, I can definitely do the night stuff, but like staying up sleep, bro, I would never in my life do that shit because it would definitely affect your health. He just got lucky.
Ice Poseidon.
Ice Poseidon
Became really popular around 2016. He streamed himself getting into all sorts of trouble around Los Angeles. The more trouble he caused, the more views he got. Then one day he came up with a new idea. It was going to be the wildest live stream he'd ever done. In 2018, Ice launched the RV road trip. He convinced 14 streamers to hop into an RV and travel across the country. They were streaming 24/7, no breaks, no filters.
24/7.
14 days. Hopefully by the end of it, hopefully in 3 days, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
It didn't take long for the RV to turn into a war zone.
Dude, I know that's like, I think that was like his biggest like stream series. He became huge. I know there was like fights and so many different things happening on that RV. It was like people coming in and out like crazy. I feel like that was one of his like peak moments, just Ice Poseidon going insane just because of that RV series. It was crazy.
Fights broke out every day and viewers egged them on. It got so bad that someone was kicked off of the RV and left in the middle of the desert. The RV was a circus and Ice Poseidon was the ringmaster. It was like he knew the trip would be a disaster and he engineered the chaos for views. Years after the first RV trip, Ice went on another adventure. In 2023, he flew to Bangkok, Thailand. His goal was simple: film crazy content that would blow up online. But Thailand isn't like America, and his streams were about to land him in a Thai prison.
Shit.
One night, Ice and his girlfriend were eating at a restaurant. Then they had a dumb idea. He wanted to wear lingerie and give his girlfriend a lap
lingerie
dance
is crazy.
right there in the middle of a busy restaurant. And of course, he would stream it live. It was crazy, but he did it. The stream was getting views and reactions online. But there was one thing that Ice didn't consider. Thailand has some of the strictest laws about public decency. Giving a lap dance in public wasn't just offensive, it was illegal. The restaurant manager was furious. She accused them of disrespecting Thai culture. Someone called the police. By the end of the night, Ice was arrested. He was charged with distribution of obscene content. That carried a sentence of up to 5 years in a Thai prison.
Damn.
But Ice got lucky. He spent a couple weeks in jail and was forced to issue a public apology.
I'm being held in Thailand for the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Noprat Oompa.
Then he was released on a $12,000 bail. Ice's
Bro, he is so lucky. It was only 12K. He's so lucky that all he had to do was spend a couple weeks in jail and just say an apology. Because, dude, you should always respect cultures in different countries and different parts of the world. Like, always know where the hell you are. Do your research. Don't be an idiot. And it doesn't matter if it's for the views. You have to respect the culture. You have to respect where you are in the world, or else you get fucked. He got lucky, bro. He only a couple weeks and 12K. That's nothing. He probably made $200,000 off of that stream, bro. He's rich.
His lap dancing stream got views, but it also got him arrested in a foreign country. Hopefully he learned his lesson. His next streamer, you guys probably know, he barks like a dog, but the internet loves him.
It's your boy.
iShowSpeed. iShowSpeed is only 20, but he already has 4.2 billion views online. And that's because he is unpredictable. Sometimes he barks, roars, shouts, or twerks at the webcam for no reason at all. His unpredictability made him famous. But as more people tuned in, he took his craziness to the next level. It was the 4th of July, 2022, Independence Day. Speed decided to celebrate live on stream, but his idea of celebrating was insane. Speed lit a giant Pikachu-shaped firework inside his bedroom. Not outside, not in the park, right in his room. Surrounded by furniture, wires, and stuff that could easily catch fire. The second he lit the fuse, sparks flew in every direction. At first, Speed laughed it off, but the sparks kept flying and he panicked. It seemed the room would catch fire, but it didn't. The sparks died down and nothing caught on fire. Clips of the live stream went viral.
This is the most obvious thing not to do, but also for some reason on July 4th, all Americans become slightly dumb.
Bro, be totally honest with me. Even as a kid, you definitely wanted to do the exact same thing he did. Everybody wanted to light some shit up in their crib on everything just to see the explosion, like, and all the lights and stuff, bro. That's like a kid dream right there.
Dumber.
Yeah, he genuinely could have burned down his house.
A Reddit user summed it up perfectly. People will do the dumbest things for internet fame. You'd think nearly starting a house fire would be a one-time thing, but not for Speed. He did it again. Fast forward to October 2023. Speed was streaming from his room. Suddenly, he pulled out another Pikachu firework.
Pikachu!
Bro, the curtains.
He lit the fuse, and fireworks exploded all over his room. Sparks hit the curtain and bounced off the walls. It was everywhere. Speed grabbed a pillow, trying to block the sparks. Once again, it seemed the room might go up in flames. Somehow, he got lucky. The fireworks burned out before anything could catch fire. Just like last time, the video went viral. But this time, many of his fans weren't laughing. They were worried. His behavior was dangerous. If the fire caught, it could spread to other homes. Yet, Speed's fan base kept growing. People
Dude, it's never worth trying to harm your environment just for views. Like, you could always, let me tell you something, bro. Any person, as long as you put in the work, you will eventually get your viral moment. There's no reason for you to be trying to do fireworks or anything like that. Everybody will have their viral moment, of course, as long as you put in the work. But dude, think of it like this. You're gonna do this firework trick, right? And people are only gonna show up because you did that one thing. If you don't keep doing that one thing, no one is going to show up. Speed got lucky enough that his personality has helped build his community. But a regular person, they're like, oh, I went viral from the fireworks. Now I got to do it every time just to go viral. But then, bro, eventually it's not going to become viral anymore. And then you have nothing because he just built it off of fireworks and like doing dumb shit. Feel me?
Still love them. The year after almost setting his room on fire, IShowSpeed was named Streamer of the Year. This next streamer has been
do not do any dumb shit to try to become famous, bro. It's not worth it at all.
In and out of jail so many times, it's almost like he enjoys getting arrested. Vitaly.
Yo.
Today, Vitaly is a streamer, but when he first started out, he was a prankster. His first viral video was titled Miami Zombie Attack Prank. Vitaly dressed up as a zombie and chased random people through the streets.
I think it was like the whole bath salt thing. I think it was like there was like one person like ate somebody's face off, and then that became like a huge trend for like pranksters. Dude, back then pranks were like the biggest thing in the world. It sucks so much that they were fake, but like eventually you could tell that they were fake. But dude, I used to binge that shit.
Of Miami. The video blew up and made Vitaly a star, but it also set the stage for all the chaos that came next. A few years later, Vitaly uploaded another video. It was titled Russian Hitman Prank Gone Wrong.
Dude,
this time he dressed as a Russian gangster. He would walk up to random people and drop a briefcase beside them. Then he would tell them they had 60 seconds to run away from the briefcase. Naturally, people thought there was something terrifying in there, so they took off running. It wasn't long before someone called the cops. Vitaly was arrested for charges related to device threats.
Damn.
Eventually, the charges were dropped. When Vitaly posted the Russian Hitman video, it went viral, and he learned a twisted lesson. Breaking the law to go viral was worth the risk, so Vitaly took his troublemaking global. In 2014, Vitaly interrupted the World Cup final in Brazil. He ran across the field with the words "natural born prankster" on his chest.
God,
Security tackled him, and he spent the night in jail. But he got the attention he wanted. In 2020, Vitaly flew to Egypt and climbed one of the pyramids. That was illegal too. Egyptian police arrested him. He spent 5 days in jail. Then he was deported and banned from Egypt for life. That became his pattern. Travel the world, do something illegal, get arrested, go viral, gain followers.
Well, yeah, no shit. Imagine like how you do something stupid or illegal, it makes you viral. You pay a fee of $1,000, $10,000, whatever the amount, because you went viral, dude. You probably made $100K off of that one video. That's why he just kept doing it. He's just making, it's like in a sense, like a money printing machine, because he's like, oh, it's worth going to jail. It's worth doing all this dumb shit because I'm just printing money.
Vitaly was an international troublemaker, but he was about to mess with the wrong country. Earlier this year, 2025, Vitaly flew to the Philippines to film there. This time he was live streaming instead of pre-recording content. It didn't take long for him to stir up drama. In one stream, Vitaly threatened to rob a woman. In another, he stole a police officer's hat and ran.
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there. And then there were other acts that he committed.
It's crazy how he went from like doing like the Predator stuff where he was catching people live, doing like the crazy shit and it was making him viral as hell. But dude, I'm gonna be so real with you. I feel like every time a YouTuber who's like been around for like maybe 10 years, 5 years, as soon as they start doing dumb shit, half the time I feel like it's just because they're going broke. Vitaly literally, I'll never forget, he had like a crazy like workout and fitness channel that made him like super viral. He had like the Fousey Tube and Vitaly phase where they were going at it like crazy. I know he made a movie, or he was in a movie with like a famous actor. Like his life was going good, and then like I just feel like when you do dumb stuff like this, it's because there's something happening with his money and he has to do something stupid just to become viral. Like it's not even worth it, honestly.
Ali called it content. Viewers called the police. Filipino police tracked him down and arrested him. He was labeled an undesirable alien. That's a legal term for foreigners who break local laws or disturb the peace. And as I'm making this video right now, Vitaly is being held in a detention center. He's facing multiple charges, including harassment and attempted theft. If convicted, Vitaly could spend years in a Filipino prison. He treated getting arrested like part of the job. Maybe this time he's finally gone too far. Up next is someone who will do anything to be the best. Kai Cenat.
Dude.
In early 2024, Kai Cenat was the king of Twitch. He had more subscribers than anyone else, and he was obsessed with being #1. But on September 30th, Kai woke up to bad news. Another streamer called VTuber Iron Mouse passed up. Iron Mouse now had about 326,000 subscribers. That was about 20,000 more than Kai. That meant Iron Mouse was now the top Twitch streamer. Kai wanted to be back on top, no matter what it took, so he came up with a plan. Something guaranteed to bring in subscribers. He was going to stream for 30 days non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Kai had done a 30-day stream before and it was exhausting, but he was willing to endure anything to be #1 again. Kai called it Mafiathon 2 and it kicked off on November 1st, 2024. Kai's room became his stage. He gamed, he sang, he hosted celebrity guests, he even slept live on camera. But after 3 weeks without a break, Kai made a disturbing announcement. He was coughing up blood.
This morning,
oh my
I was coughing up blood this morning, right in the cup. Look in that cup, there's blood, there's spit. I am sick, because my chest is all clogged.
Viewers panicked and made headlines. Most people would have ended the stream right then, but not Kai. He had 8 more days to hit 30. Kai was beyond tired.
Dude, pushing yourself to like your absolute limit for streaming is insane. It is not worth it. He got lucky enough that he still, you know, he had his group of friends. He kept doing different things to keep him motivated. Like it's good to like have a goal and try to beat it, but bro, it's never worth your health at all. It's never worth your health.
But he was desperate to keep people watching. He needed something shocking to hold their attention. And that's when Kai called in a magician. Kai invited a magician called Max Major onto his stream. The plan was simple: do a few magic tricks, get some laughs, keep the energy up. But one trick went too far. As part of his act, Max set up 3 nooses on a wooden frame. It was like something used to hang criminals in the olden days. Then he told Kai to pull one of the handles in front of him. If Kai pulled the wrong one, Max could possibly lose his life.
Kai, there's 2 handles left. There's 2 ropes left. It's 50-50. When I'm ready, you're gonna pick a handle, you're gonna pull it. But this time there's a little bit more on the line.
But when Kai picked a handle and pulled, Max's body jerked into the air. Kai pulled the wrong handle. For a few horrifying seconds, everyone thought they just saw a man lose his life on camera, but it was all part of a very realistic trick. Max the magician was fine, no one was hurt, but the viewers weren't laughing. They expected a magic show. Instead, they were scared, and they—
Dude, I'll never forget this. This literal stream could have like fucked over Kai's career on everything. It could have easily caused so much controversy on him. It's not even funny. I know that there was hella backlash to the magician for doing that, especially like live streaming. Like you have to remember that there's still children watching this stuff, so even just doing a realistic act is not even worth it because there's still kids that could get traumatized by it.
Blamed Kai, but Kai wasn't to blame because neither he nor his team knew the details of the prank beforehand. But controversy or not, Kai wasn't stopping the stream, and a few days later he hit the goal: 30 days of non-stop streaming. He ended the stream with over 728,000 subscribers. That was more than double Iron Mouse's 326,000 subscribers. Kai is still one of the biggest streamers ever, and I admit he's a really entertaining dude. Even the biggest streamers do dumb things for views, just like this next story.
Facts.
Dr. Disrespect.
Oh lord.
No one did streaming like Dr. Disrespect. He wore sunglasses, a wig, and a fake mustache. He was always trash talking. Every live stream felt like a show, and fans couldn't get enough. In 2017, he won Streamer of the Year. Then he made a dumb decision. He was trying to get a few extra views, so he filmed something that should have never been on camera. It happened in June 2019 at the E3 gaming convention in LA. Dr. Disrespect wanted to give his fans a behind-the-scenes look, like they were right there walking beside him, but he took the idea of capturing every moment a little too far. While live on stream, Dr. Disrespect walked into a public bathroom, but he didn't turn the camera off. There were people inside, some at the urinals, others washing their hands, and Dr. Disrespect was streaming. It wasn't just awkward, it was illegal.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's already awkward as hell to like use the bathroom or like use the urinal next to someone. Imagine you walking into the bathroom and there's just Dr. Disrespect with a whole camera crew just fucking watching you piss, bro. I would freak the fuck out immediately.
In California, it's a crime to film inside a public restroom. There were more than 60,000 viewers watching. Social media went crazy. People bombarded Twitch and E3 with complaints. Dr. Disrespect suddenly realized he was in trouble. Twitch slapped him with a 2-week ban, and E3 kicked him out of the convention. A week later, he posted an apology. He said, "We were so into the E3 IRL journey that we became a little blind in what's okay and what's not okay."
That is not a good enough response. You are literally like disrespecting people's privacies. Like that is the dumbest thing you can do. It doesn't matter how like you are so into the content, you still have to respect laws and boundaries with people, especially when they don't have a choice in the matter of being recorded.
We had no ill intentions. The scandal eventually died down. Twitch lifted the ban, and Dr. Disrespect started streaming again. He's gotten into a few more scandals since then, but that's a story for another day. This next streamer almost put someone in the emergency room. Carl Reamer. Carl Reamer didn't seem like the type to do something crazy for views. He was a professional Call of Duty player. He had more than 100,000 followers on Twitch. He was part of an esports team. He wasn't involved in any kind of drama. But one day, Carl got caught up in the moment, and he did something that made him go viral for all the wrong reasons. It was March 4th, 2020. Carl went live from his bedroom like usual, but that night, things were different. For one, Carl had been drinking. You can tell by the way he slurred his words. Then he started ranting about people who were calling him broke. He was trying to act tough, like he was trying to scare those calling him broke. So he reached off camera and pulled out a pew pew.
Wow.
Say I ain't got money.
Shit.
Say I ain't got money.
The bullet smashed into his computer setup. Carl was frozen in shock. He quickly ended the stream, but it was too—
Are you telling me that he just accidentally shot his own setup? Dude, why? I don't care. First of all, the fact that you're drunk and you're pulling out a firearm to try to show off or say I'm not broke. Like, dude, you should not have to go to those measures to like try to come off as the guy. Come on, bro. Don't do dumb shit live streaming. Don't even, I think it's against TOS either way to even be showing a firearm. Like, come on, bro.
Too late. Thousands of viewers saw the whole thing. By morning, the clip was viral. It seemed everyone was talking about Carl.
And it accidentally fires while he's on air.
Bruh.
And I guess he ruined a $1,000 monitor.
And there were serious consequences. First, Twitch banned Carl for violating their firearms policy. Then his esports team dropped him the same day. Carl's career was in free fall. So we made a YouTube video to apologize.
Last night, I was being stupid on my stream, as I normally am.
Bruh.
But I'll just kind of roll.
Really? Don't use that as an excuse.
Roll this clip so that you can understand if you haven't seen it already.
He begged fans not to copy him.
But just please don't do what I did. Please. Don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
That's how quick you could fuck up, bro. That's why you try to follow the rules. You can obviously still put your personality into everything, but don't do dumb stuff.
Since getting banned from Twitch, Carl moved his streams to YouTube, but it was never the same. No matter what he did, someone in the chat always brought up the incident. It happened in 2020, about 5 years ago, but it seems that Carl might never live it down. People call this next streamer evil because of what she did on camera. Natalie Reynolds. Natalie Reynolds would do anything for attention, even if it meant annoying or offending people. She would go to strangers' homes, ask weird questions, and live stream the reactions.
Hi, I had a question. I was wondering if you guys have any children.
They're not here right now.
Oh, I wanted to do a social experiment. I have this white van that says free candy on it, and I wanted to see if they would fall for it.
I'm here. Sorry.
Another time she went.
Sorry, what? I would have been like, what? What the frick?
Went to a gym wearing nothing but body paint. People noticed and called her out. Her content was offensive, but Natalie loved the drama. Then came the braid incident. Natalie got into a fight with a woman who was upset that Natalie was wearing braids. After the confrontation, Natalie posted more videos showing off her braids. She just loved stirring the pot. That was her thing. Push buttons, start drama, and get views. But what she didn't.
So her goal essentially is to do anything and everything possible to annoy people, offend people, and just do stupid shit to get attention. Why? There's no point. Like I said earlier, you're gonna have to eventually just do the exact same stuff that make you go viral, but people will only follow you just because you do dumb shit. It's not for you, it's for the dumb shit.
Next wasn't just annoying, it was deadly. In May 2024, Natalie live streamed herself walking around Austin, Texas. She was taking part in a scavenger hunt. It was a challenge where streamers had to find hidden items to win a prize. As part of the challenge, Reynolds needed to find an RFID scanner. The search led her to a lake. She thought the scanner might be in the water. That's when Natalie saw a woman sitting nearby, and she made her an offer. She promised to give the woman $20 to get the scanner from the lake. The woman said she couldn't swim, but Natalie didn't care. She kept pressuring the woman to jump in.
You should jump in. All right. And I think if you jump in, you'll be able to find the scanner.
All this time, Natalie...
Bro, she was giving the motion to try to push her as a joke. Hell no. She literally said she can't swim, bro. Come on.
Natalie kept streaming. Finally, the woman jumped. But since she couldn't swim, she started to drown. Natalie didn't seem bothered. She giggled as the woman struggled. Somebody nearby...
What the fuck? You would laugh at that? Dude, you must think of people as garbage. You should not be laughing at a human being suffering. What is wrong with you?
Called 911. That's when Natalie and her crew did the worst thing. They jumped into a car and sped off. They left the woman in the water fighting for her life. As viewers watched in horror, one left a comment. So they walked away instead of pulling her out of the lake. Emergency workers seemed to have made it just in time to save the drowning woman.
Dude, you don't even understand how lucky you are that you did not get any type of charge because they were there on time. How dumb are people, bro? You literally were putting a human being's life at risk for content. Why? I don't understand.
Meanwhile, Natalie's stream went viral. Thousands saw what she did and they were furious.
Natalie Reynolds, a name I wish I didn't have to say. I don't even want to give her the recognition by saying her name. An evil, scummy person.
It's not often a girl makes my influencer sociopath list, but here we are.
Bruh.
Natalie Reynolds. absolutely dominating the global online competition for lowest IQ behavior.
Natalie tried to defend herself in a follow-up stream, then vanished from the internet for months. But in early 2025, she came back with an apology. Natalie also said she was in legal trouble because of the drowning incident.
No fucking shit. I hate this shit. Cause bro, you know what's the worst part about it? She does all this dumb shit and she makes bread. That is the worst part about it. All these viral moments, bro, that's just making bread. That's how they can just escape or leave whenever they feel like it's ridiculous.
Investigations were ongoing, but it wasn't looking good for her. She was put on house arrest because of the incident. In the end, Natalie didn't go to jail. At least, not yet. But the internet may never forgive her for what she did to that woman. These stories prove one thing. Not all attention is good attention. My friends, views come and go, but mistakes stay on the internet forever.
Literally.
Visual Venture.
Great video. We could clearly see that this is some of the dumbest things you can do just to get views. It is not worth doing all these dumb things to get views. If you really want to get famous or do all this stupid things just to get famous, don't. You will never get famous. Your name will pop up one time and then the meme will go away. It's as simple as that. You want to become something, an influencer, do it the right way. Take your time, build your personality with your community. Don't do dumb stuff like this. And trust me, the amount of effort you put in, it will show. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely check all the links below. I just started a new Patreon, so if you want to support me, you definitely can. And I'll see you guys in the next video.